So in this lecture, we discuss compound interest, that is fifth case with equal payment series, present worth amount. So here it is, they are in this case to find a single amount to be deposited and to get a equal payment at the end of every interest period for n number of interest periods at an interest rate I compounded at the end of every interest period. So here it is. So this is the principal amount. P is the principal amount. It is maybe bank given to the customer. So that is amount is around 20 lakh. If the bank is given to the customer, then monthly or it is at end of year, how much the customer have to pay to the bank. Bank is given loan 20 lakh. Next end of every year, how much to pay. This is the type of, it is a problem. Equal payment series, you going to want to pay equal payment of series present worth amount. Present worth amount is, it is loan amount given to the customer. So it is 20 lakh. Then how much he have to pay, a duration of he going to pay for around 10 years in the future, but the amount payment, the paying amount is equal. The paying amount is, it is always be equal. Okay, there is no change. So paying amount is same at the end of every year. So that is to be calculated. So by using this equation, the principal amount, it is the equation P is equal to A 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 I 1 plus I raised to n. So here it is, they are asking, so to find the loan amount, if the person is ready to pay every month, every year of 1 lakh for next 10 year, the bank how much they can give the loan to him. That is the formula meaning, and the same formula we can use in as per our required format. A certain piece of equipment in a computer CPU saves 8,000 rupees 8,000 rupees per year in a material of 6 years. If a sale organization has to earn 18% rate of return, how much could be justified now for purchase of this piece of equipment. Here it is, the A value is how much it is saves 8,000, that is every year that equipment computer is saves 8,000, and interest rate and this number of year. They are asking the CPU, that is chips, the piece of equipment, the value, that is they are asking that cost. Okay, so at the present cost of that uh, the piece of equipment, equipment in a computer, what is the cost of that at the time of purchase cost. So that they are asking, but that saves 8,000 rupees per month. That is it gives the benefit to the customer, to the owner 8,000, and it is saves for around it is 6,000 6 years, and after that the equipment is not working. But what is the cost of that that is piece of equipment used in the computer. So they are asking, that is 27,980. But this equipment saves 8,000 rupees, as well as at the same time it is earned interest also 18%, and okay, same thing. Next equipment payment series, equal payment series recovery amount. So it is the same thing, it is a loan amount, completely it is a loan related. In this case, to find annual equivalent amount, A value they are asking, that means how much I have to pay. If I taken the loan today 20 lakh, how much the amount I have to be pay to the bank. If I got a loan of 40 lakh. Okay, so for 20 years I'm paying, but how much for every end of year, how much I have to pay. They are asking in this case to find annual equivalent amount A, which is to be recovered at the end of every year, every interest period for n interest periods for a loan of amount P, which is sanctioned now at interest rate I, compounded at the end of every interest period. So this is, I got money, it is loan amount, then how much I have to pay to the bank for next few years, that is A value. Same thing, we discussed one other problem. This formula and so it is one earlier formula, it is a remain same, that is equal payment series present worth amount and equal payment series capital recover amount. The formula is remains same. Okay, but they are asking earlier what is the cost of that equipment. Okay, it is the, it is a principal amount, but they are asking for the principal amount how much I have to return for every year for next number of years. If Rs 30 lakh is deposited in a saving account that earns a 14% interest rate every year, what uniform annual amount could be withdrawn at the end of each year for 20 years, so that nothing would be left in the account after 20th year? So it is a same type of problem, similar type of problem of it is what are the following the bank and all in the form of loan. So the person after retirement, he will deposit the pension amount into the bank. Okay, and so after 60 years, so but he thought that I may expect around up to a 80 year I can serve my life. If he after retirement only, if he hope that, so next year, so next 20 years he want to withdraw, because he cannot keep the whole amount with him in the home. The same amount he going to deposit into the bank, and the bank gives the interest rate to him 14%. But at the end of every year, how much he will get back? Investment is 20 lakh, or deposit or it is 20 lakh, 30 lakh, and return amount for every year, that is equivalent return amount of every year, how much it is, that is put into this equation. Okay, P 1 plus 1 I bracket 1 plus I raised to n divided by 1 plus I raised to n minus 1, you get, you put into the equation, so you get 4,52,975 rupees per year. So those people will get who have deposited 30 lakh into the bank, so every year they will get 4,52,000 for next 20 years. And just how much it is, 4.5 into 20, around 90 lakh rupees they will receive. But at the end of 20th year, they will get once again 4,50,000 only. Okay, because every year they have withdrawn 4,50,000. Okay, but at the end of 20th year, they will once again the same amount A will receive, they will get, and the account get, it is account will get empty at the end of 20th year, and they have received around 90 lakh just by paying 30,000 into a bank for a period of 20 years with rate of interest 14%. And it is very benefits also. Who have the age of above 60 years, it is benefit, because the expenses may be around a 4.5 lakh, they can enjoy by just putting into 30 lakh into the bank. That is good. Next, uniform gradient series annual equivalent amount. So in this case, uniform gradient, so there is the uniform gradient means it is a gradient means it is inclined line. Okay, so here it is, we discuss in this case to find annual equivalent amount of series with an amount A1 at the end of first year with a with an annual equal increment G at the end of n minus 1 years with interest rate I compounded annually. Means here this cash flow chart shows that for first year, at the end of first year, he will pay around it is equivalent amount of 10,000. At the end of second year, he will pay equivalent amount A1 of 10,000 plus he will pay that increment. Where is that increment? Increment, the value of G. This is the increment. He paying that increment, whatever it is increment, yearly increment, whatever it is received, it is once again he going to deposit. That increment you can assume it is 1,000. So this 10,000 plus 1,000, 11,000. But he going to add all the increments at the end of every year. Increment is always increases every year. So at the end of third year, so A1 amount 10,000 plus 2,000 into increment. Once again he got 1,000. So it is 2 into 1,000. It is 2,000 plus 10,000. It is 12,000. End of fourth year, A1 plus 3 into G. 3 into G is 1,000, means it is 3,000 plus 10,000, 13,000. So as like he going to pay, but at the end of nth year, so A1 plus n minus 1 into G, that is n minus 1 into G, here it is. So we discuss another problem, and these all problems are very important. A person is planning for retirement. Okay, he has 10 more years of service. He would be deposit 20% of his salary, which is equal to Rs 20,000 at the end of every first year, and and thereafter he wishes to deposit some amount with an annual increment of 3,000 for next 9 years, with an interest rate is 18%, and find the total amount at the end of 10th year. So they are asking that at the end of 10th year how much the amount, and he paying a increment every year for it is every year they are he paying that 3,000 additional also. So then we have to find the main criteria of this case. We have to find it is A value, that is annual equivalent amount, that is A value we have to calculate by considering A1 and so all this cash flow chart. Okay, here it is the annual, it is a deposit salary will be, it is 20,000. Increment will be every year. For second year increment 3,000. Third year increment is increases 3,000, 6,000, 9,000 and so on, and the number of years 10. Okay, here it is we got, so here those who have the for the planning the retirement before 10 years. So this is a very good scheme. It is they will get, you put into this equation, and G is 3,000, 1 by I interest rate. So n is 10, 1 plus I raised to n. So it is n is equal to 10 years. Okay, and minus 1. So the equivalent interest will be equivalent amount at the end of every year 29,586. But at the end, at the first year he have deposited only 20,000, but at the end of 10th year, how much it is? 10th year, right? End of 10th year, how much he going to paying that? 20,000 plus this increment of 9 years, 9 into 3, 27 plus 20, 47 rupees he paying, 40,000 rupees at the end of 9th at the end of 10th year he paying 47,000 rupees. But actually it is annual increment, it is annual payment. Okay, annual equivalent amount will be 29,586 only. By taking this annual equivalent amount, and what is the, it is future amount, it is single payment amount. So that is once again use the same equation, this equation, and a single future amount we can calculate it very easily. Okay, this formula already we have discussed. I think 3 to 4 formulas are there, and those are very important, and you can read it. So if you have any doubts, we can be asked. That is future amount is 6,95,000. That means around 6,95,000, around 7 lakh he got the amount. he will get the amount 7 lakh.